In today's video, I am going to be breaking down how Paolo Banchero shoots the basketball. He is one of the top players coming into the NCAA this year, and he is going to be easily one of the top 2 draft picks next year in the NBA draft. Let's get down, let's check out how he shoots the ball. Now, Paolo does shoot the ball quite interesting. I really do like his form. It's actually a very, very nice looking form. There is one thing, however, and that is he does tend to have his shoulders just behind his knees, slightly lined up with his heels. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I'm just saying that usually you're a little bit more balanced if his shoulders were a bit more forward. But at the same time, it's not something that I would really focus on. What I really like to focus on is how he brings that ball up into his set point, which does seem to be very similar to a Jordan set point, which is very close to 90 on the wrist, very close to 90 on the elbow, and 90 on the shoulder. He does have a slight tilt, and he does have his shoulder in line with his elbow to the rim, which is extremely important when he wants to shoot, of course, accurately. He does extend up and, of course, has his elbow in line or above his forehead in most cases, and he has a very soft release. He also has zero thumb flick as well. Now, when he's not dribbling with his left hand, he brings that ball up the middle of his body, and he does tend to shoot the basketball above his right eye. This allows at least half of that basketball to be over top of his shoulder, which then allows him to have that basketball essentially in line with his elbow. His shoulder and his elbow are in line with the rim, which then allows Paolo to be able to shoot that ball extremely accurately. Even when he's coming off of the dribble, he's able to do quick step backs. He's able to have that all in line to the basket, and when he releases generally with his middle finger. Now, one thing that I will say about his shot is he does tend to shoot what looks to be with his palm on the ball. I can see that from how he has his wrist super bent in these clips here. He does get some pretty good spin on the ball too. Now we can actually see that here when he goes up for his shot, he does tend to have his palm on the ball. When he extends up into his shot, we can see that his hand is spread out, which is extremely important. That's going to allow him to have a very accurate shot. And it does tend to come off his middle finger as well, and he has that super soft release. I really do like that. Now, something when it comes to having your palm on the ball, there is a benefit to it. It is a more accurate shot. However, the issues with having your palm on the ball is if this defender was to knock your elbow, there is a greater chance for you to lose control of that ball, because by having your fingertips only on the ball, that's going to allow you to really control that ball a lot better, and that will allow you to, of course, be more accurate when it comes to defenders hitting you. However, we have done tests with players, and I've done tests with players, I've even done tests with myself on free throw shots shooting with palm only, and then free throw shots shooting with fingertips only, and it generally, by shooting with your palm on the ball, in most cases there is around 5% increase to your shooting percentage, at least from the tests that I've done with outside. And of course there's wind involved, so there's never always that same case of what's going on. So that 5% could be misleading. It could be plus or minus, worse or better. However, it will drastically change your percentage if players continuously hit your arm when you're shooting, because that will, without that, the fingertips on the ball will help you lose control of that ball. We can, however, see that when he does dribble that ball, when he is controlling that ball, he tends to have his fingertips controlling the ball there, which is good. That's why he's got so much control over this ball. We can see this when it comes to dribbling. We can see just how massive his hand is, but he's able to control this ball exactly where he wants it to go. He's extremely good at ball control, being able to shoot. He is the complete player in my mind. Overall, he has a fantastic shot. I think he's going to be easily a #1 draft pick this year in the NBA coming up. And I think that he has the potential of being that LeBron-style player. However, I think he has a better shot, as in shooting form and shooting percentage, than LeBron. So that's my own personal opinion. I'll see you guys again next time. I would love to know what you think about Paolo in the description below, or in the comment section below.